senator is holding on to his lead, as you can see right here. And as soon as CNN is ready to make a projection in Wyoming, I'll have it for you. And joining me now, Democratic strategist and Bernie Sanders supporting Nomiki and CNN political commentator and Hillary Clinton supporter Maria Cardona. Thank you both for coming on.
Thank you for having us, Pamela.
So, Maria, we just saw the latest as far as the results coming in from Wyoming. A win in Wyoming would give Bernie Sanders 8 of the last 9 contests heading into the showdown in New York. How does Clinton put a stop to Bernie's momentum?
Well, I think what she's going to do is focus on winning New York. Look, absolutely, Bernie Sanders, he'll most likely win today. I will congratulate him right now. A win is a win, so kudos to him. And it will be, he'll be adding to his winning streak. But in the Democratic primary, a winning streak is not what wins. It's delegates. So the math's the thing, as Hamlet might say, that is actually going to get you to the nomination. And right now, Hillary Clinton has the math in her favor. Look, even if Bernie Sanders won all of Wyoming's delegates today, it's 14 delegates at stake, her delegate lead would still be above 200. And it's going to be very difficult with the states that come after Wyoming, and Wyoming was tailor-made for Bernie Sanders. It's a majority white state. It's very densely, it's not densely populated, the least populated state in the United States. It's a caucus. It's in the West. You know, the focus on progressivism has been pretty keen among Democrats. So again, tailor-made for Bernie Sanders. This was not a surprise. But moving forward, the demographics get very difficult for him, and the states that come after Wyoming, incredibly delegate-rich states that will help Hillary add to her math, which continues to be in her favor.
So, Nomi, it's true that even if he wins Wyoming, he still has a long way to go to catch up to Hillary Clinton in terms of delegate count. How confident is the Sanders camp that he'll be able to do that?
So there's this old political organizing phrase called the river. It is when the momentum is so large that you cannot stop it. And you can see that that's what's happening right now with Bernie Sanders' campaign. When he's won 8 of the 9 last primaries and caucuses in not just white, liberal, northeastern states, that's a problem for Hillary Clinton. And that's when you'll see those delegates start to turn. There's rules in the DNC that the delegates have to, pledge delegates have to reflect the voters' needs and wants. But guess what? Guess who decided to create those rules? Hillary Clinton. After 2008, she lobbied the DNC. You know, the issue here that the Hillary Clinton campaign is presenting, the only messaging that's coming out of their campaign, and there are hundreds of surrogates, is the math. They're not talking about issues. They're not talking about what New Yorkers care about, because what we see on the Bernie Sanders campaign is everywhere from Buffalo, New York, to the Bronx. Issues of economic inequality, raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour, universal health care, fracking, all of these issues, not being so eager to go to war. You know, these are the issues that New Yorkers care about. And we saw this 2 years ago when Zephyr Teachout, a progressive that no one knew of, ran a very strong campaign against Andrew Cuomo, one of the strongest names in New York history. And she had no organization. She didn't have what Bernie Sanders has. So I think that Hillary Clinton might be shocked by the numbers that come in after the New York primary when she sees an organized movement that she can't stop.
And we'll have to wait and see what happens with the New York primary right around the corner. Maria, it was not too long ago that it seemed Hillary Clinton was ready to turn her attention to Donald Trump. Remember with that ad, seemed she was really targeting Donald Trump. Why does it seem like this campaign is starting to take on a nastier tone?
Well, I think it's starting to take on a nastier tone because Bernie Sanders has gone back on his pledge to run a positive campaign, which is something that he promised to do back in April of last year. And clearly, as his campaign has realized that they cannot get there with the math, they're kind of, you know, they're kind of in desperation mode. I also
Maria,
think, you know, and Nomiki, hang on, Nomiki.
He's run no negative ads.
And Nomiki's right in terms of New York being focused on the issues, and that is exactly what Hillary Clinton has been talking about to New Yorkers. And